everybody, welcome back to another episode from my plot summary series. This week I'm going to show you Over the Garden Wall. I really enjoyed it, it's pretty interesting, and it's pretty lighthearted as well, and so it's what I'm going to talk about this week. For those of you that are new to the channel, what I try to do is give a basic plot and not spoil too much of the story, and just talk to you about the show that I like and hopefully get you to watch it. So if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave any comments below. Starting with the origins of the show, Over the Garden Wall is an American animated television miniseries created by Patrick McHale for Cartoon Network. The series centers on two half-brothers who travel across a strange forest in order to find their way home, encountering odd and wonderful things on their journey. The show is based on McHale's animated short film, Tome of the Unknown, which was produced as part of a Cartoon Network Studios shorts development program. Over the Garden Wall was first envisioned in 2004 with a scarier and more adventure-based storyline. Patrick McHale pitched the show in 2006, then known under the title Tome of the Unknown. The series would follow two brothers, Walter and Gregory, who after signing themselves into a deal with the devil named Old Scratch, journey across the land of the in-between to track down the pages of a book of forgotten stories. McHale saw it as a possible Halloween special, but had trouble adapting the premise with a larger story arc. After working on The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack and Adventure Time, the network expressed interest in McHale pitching a plot. The plot of Tome of the Unknown became the catalyst for Over the Garden Wall, and the show marked the first miniseries of the network, which commenced its production in March of 2014. The show was broadcast throughout the week of November 3rd, 2014 to November 7th of 2014. Moving on to some of the awards that this show has received, upon its debut, the series received critical acclaim from television critics, with praise focusing on its mood and characters. In 2015, the series won an Emmy Award for Outstanding Animated Program. Outside of the series, a one-shot comic book adaptation penned by McHale had been produced with 4 further issues commissioned. This was eventually expanded into an ongoing series. Now I'll move on to a basic plot. The series follows two half-brothers, Wirt and Greg, who become lost in the strange forest called the Unknown. In order to find their way home, the two must travel across the seemingly supernatural forest with the occasional help of a wandering, mysterious, and elderly woodsman and Beatrice. Now I'm going to cover the main characters of the story, starting with Wirt. Wirt is voiced by Elijah Wood and is the older half-brother of Gregory. He often holds a determined and serious perspective on situations. He wears a red pointed hat made from a Santa hat, a navy blue nurse's cape with yellow buttons, a pair of gray pants, a white shirt, and thin suspenders. He is an easily frightened pessimist and can become quickly annoyed with Greg despite deeply caring for him. He has a crush on a girl named Sarah and often writes and recites poetry. He can also play the clarinet. The next character I'm going to talk about is Greg, and he is voiced by Colin Dean. Greg is the younger half-brother of Wirt. He is energetic and imaginative, acting as a sort of optimistic antithesis to Wirt. He is short and plump, wearing a pair of faded green overalls and a brown satchel over his white shirt with a ribbon. Unlike Wirt, he wears matching black shoes and is often unconcerned in the face of danger. Greg is one of my favorite characters because no matter what, you have to watch the show and there's no way you can not fall in love with this kid. The last character that I'm going to cover is Beatrice. Beatrice is voiced by Melanie LaKinsey and is a talking bluebird that follows Wirt and Greg on their journey after they help her become untangled from a rose bush. But alright, that's all I really wanted to talk about for Over the Garden Wall. I know that this was a particularly short episode, but I am covering a mini-series, so there wasn't a whole lot I could talk about without spoiling anything. That being said, I really do enjoy the show. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I hope that you'll all enjoy it too. So like I said at the beginning of this video, if you're new to the channel and you liked this video, feel free to check out some of our other content, subscribe, like, and comment below. But that'll be it for me today, so I will see you all next week for another episode. Have a good one.